So your ab muscles have drifted apart, you have a bulge when you try and do a sit-up, and you have rectus diastasis. You really only have three options of how this can be fixed. Option one is you pay a plastic surgeon to fix it as part of a tummy tuck or an abdominoplasty. That obviously has good and bad to it. The bad mostly being the cost, right? So it costs anywhere between $8,000 and $20,000 depending where you go. The good is that it really fixes everything, and that includes bringing your ab muscles back together. It does body contouring laterally, usually with a liposuction, and then also it removes excess skin and subcutaneous tissue. So like the prototypical person that this would be awesome for is someone who lost 150 pounds with weight loss surgery. They have all this extra skin, they have rectus diastasis from the weight gain over time. So that's option one, pay a plastic surgeon to do it. Option two is if you have a hernia located within your rectus diastasis, shop around and found a general surgeon who will do both at the same time, meaning sew your ab muscles to get back together while they fix the hernia. You may be shopping around for a little bit. It's not a super common thing for general or hernia surgeons to do because, frankly, it takes much longer and it's not reimbursed at all. There's no medical code like CPT procedure code for plicating rectus diastasis. I do it because I think it's the right thing to do, but it's the minority opinion for sure. So that's option two. If you have a hernia and rectus diastasis, shop around and find a surgeon who will do both. And option three is core strengthening, right? So that's one of the things that's like obviously going to be the cheapest one, but it's the longest term solution. And oftentimes when you have chronic problems, it would be best fixed with a chronic solution. That's why surgery is so cool, because sometimes you get a fast solution for a chronic problem. Core strengthening isn't going to bring your ab muscles back together, but it can make that tendon stronger, so it can make that bulge go away over time because that tendon gets bigger and stronger and it can withstand the force of that abdominal pressure pushing out. For example, take one of the most famous bodybuilders of all time, Ronnie Coleman. He has rectus diastasis, right? He has separation of his ab muscles. When he does a sit-up, he doesn't have a bulge at his midline. Compare that to somebody else who probably hasn't been strengthening their core their whole life, and they are going to get that bulge at the midline. Why? Even though their muscles are separated the same amount, that tendon that holds the ab muscles together is so much bigger and stronger. And people don't talk about this enough in general with weightlifting, is when you strengthen a muscle, you're not just strengthening the muscle fibers itself, you're also strengthening the tendons that surround or are connected to those muscles. So as you're making your ab muscle stronger, you're making that tendon stronger, and you're going to be able to counteract the forces of the abdominal pressure pushing out, and you're not going to have that bulge anymore. There's a ton of great resources for rectus diastasis exercises. Look on YouTube, TikTok, a ton of great creators have motivational videos for that, a ton of great exercises. My personal opinion is that honestly any core strengthening exercise will do, but those are your three options for fixing rectus diastasis.